So hello fellow coin collectors, how you going today? My name is Glenn and today I have some pre-decimal coins of India. Now I do not have all the denominations, but this is just a good reference for those who collect coins. So the last denomination I actually have is the 1 piece. So how the Indian pre-decimal coins actually worked was you had the rupee. So here's a rupee coin. It's a large silver coin up until 1946. And 1942, I believe they changed it from 917% silver to 50% silver. And that was because of World War II. And here we have 1946 nickel. So they changed it to nickel after the Second World War. So 1 rupee equals 16 annas. So here's a 2 anna. So this is 1/8 of a rupee. 1 anna equals 4 piece. So here's a piece. Has at the top 1 piece. But before these ones were issued, I believe 1942. Or 1943 should I say, they're actually just called a 1/4 anna. So 1 anna equals 4 piece, so a quarter is 1/4 of an anna, which is 4 piece. And 1 piece equals 3 pi. So there is actually a smaller coin called the 1/12 anna, and that is actually a 3 pi because you've got 4 times 3 equals 12. So it's a 1/12 of an anna. So as you can see, there's different metals that were actually used. The base denominations below the anna were actually always in bronze or copper, and these coins started to be issued in 1862. And when India gained independence in 1948, they didn't actually issue their independent coinage until 1950, and that lasted until 1957 when they decimalized their currency of 1 rupee equals 100 paisa. So the effigies for India is pretty much similar to the effigies that were used in other coinages around the world. Like this effigy was used in Australia, it's used in the United Kingdom itself, and that's George V. George VI, well, this one's a little bit divergent in that it has a crown. In Australia, they had no crown on here. I'm not too sure whatever countries they used it. I know they didn't use it in the United Kingdom. Fiji and New Zealand, I can't remember. I'm not even going to worry about looking them up because it's not really important. But maybe I'll do another video about all the effigies that we used for King George V and Queen Elizabeth II. And probably Victoria as well, because there's quite a varied lot. And as you can see, this one's in probably very fine condition, which is pretty nice. Nice coin. It's probably equivalent in size to the Australian halfpenny. I do have a halfpenny here. So here I have a halfpenny, see Commonwealth Australia, 1929. And this one's actually been sold. So if I turn it over, you can see the effigy is pretty much the same. And the grade, the halfpenny is just a little bit lower in grade. And if I put them together, you can see that they are pretty much similar in size. And the mintage figures for India is actually quite high. The Australian coins is quite low because the population at the time was actually quite small. So this 1935 had a mintage of 92,500,000 roughly. So it's quite a high minted coin. And mintages for India range from 1 million up to 100 million, which is mainly ruled by the demand for coinage. And if they like in 1928, they issued 250 million of these quarter annas. So in the years afterwards, like 29 it's only 61. 1930 was less than 10 million, and that's probably because of the effects of the Great Depression. So mintages actually vary. So here I have a 1940. The 1940, there were two types, and they vary by weight. There is no mint mark under the date, but on the sides of the date you can see there is two dots, and this one actually indicates a Bombay mint. So there's 116,700,000, just a bit over, of these coins minted, which is actually quite a high mintage for this coin. Not the highest, but most years generally had lower than that. And you can also get a Calcutta one with 140 million, which has no mint mark. And the Bombay has two different weights. There is 4.83 to 4.91, and that's just a lack of standard within the mints themselves. So this coin here, one piece, has actually replaced the quarter anna in 1943, and as you can see, it's a lighter. It has a hole in it, so this coin weighs at 4.85 grams, and this one weighs only at 2 grams. And I would say that is because of they needed the actual metal for war-related activities. And as you can see, it has Devangari, or just Hindi, and it has Urdu, which is just Arabized Hindi. And this coin is actually the last minted, so 1947, and it has a mintage. Well, it depends. Calcutta has the mintage, and so does Bombay. Bombay has 43,654,000. Calcutta has 153,702,000. So what mint is this? Well, to find the mint, you need to go to the date. So here's the date. Does it have anything underneath? No. If it has no mint mark, then it's Calcutta. If it has a triangle, then it's Bombay, or also a dot, can be Bombay. If it's a small dot, then it's Pretoria. And if it has an L underneath, then it's Lahore. And the Lahore mints is probably not as common, but that was only issued in 1944 and 1945. And Lahore is now actually in Pakistan. Oh, these coins actually circulated in Pakistan as well, because Pakistan was part of India at the time. And on the reverse, we just have leaves and some nuts. So then we have, I don't have the 1 anna. The 1 anna was actually a scallop shaped coin, and then for all its life, and it's usually in either copper nickel and later in nickel brass. Then after the Second World War, it turned back to copper nickel. So here's the 2 annas. So the 2 annas was a small silver coin. So here I have a counterfeit copy, 2 annas, but as good as the description. This is a East India company, which actually issued coinages until the British took over from them. And this is supposed to be silver, 1.46 grams. And in 1918 they actually changed it to this larger coin, which is a square shape, as you can see. And this was issued into 1936 when the coinages of George the Sixth took over. And as you can see, this is in quite good condition. 1918, so this is actual coins that you want to get. Coins in this condition, you can see it's probably very fine condition, and it doesn't matter about the mintages, they'll actually be worth a lot more. So this is 1918, does it have a mint mark? So where's the mint mark? Mint mark should be down the bottom. So this one doesn't have a mint mark, so there is 53,400,000 coins minted, which is Kolkata. And if it has a dot down the bottom, then it's Bombay, which is only 10 million coins. And it's not actually the rarest. The rarest one you should get is 1926 Bombay with nearly 3 million coins. That's probably the rarest one. And there's a 1930 proof from Kolkata. That's probably only has a few hundred or thousand coins minted, but there are no mintage figures. So this is actually the second highest mint apart from the 1919. And it's quite good grade as well. And if I have a look at the other coin, and you can see they actually put more languages on it. So it has Urdu, is that Bengali? Nagari, and Telugu. Telugu will be down the bottom. And as you can see, this one has a mint mark down the bottom. And if I compare it with the other coin, so this is Kolkata, this is Bombay, or Mumbai, which they actually call it now. And let's have a look at the date, 1935. So this one has a mint mark, so it's 21,016,608. So for a high minted coin, this is probably not the grade you want to get. The value of this coin is probably pretty low. I can see on eBay they're about $10 in this grade. So, but they're not the ones you can get. If you can get this one in high grade, but a rarer date, that would be awesome. And then during the Second World War, they actually, 1942, so this year, they actually changed the coins. And as you can see, the two dots on the side mean it should be a Bombay mint mark. So let's have a look. Yeah, Bombay mint mark. And this one had 133 million coins minted. So quite a high mintage. Even in high grades, it shouldn't really actually be worth that much. Yeah, about $1 to $5 on eBay, which is pretty standard for an old coin like that. So the next coin we have is the 4 anna. So the 4 anna was a quarter of a rupee, and this is actually a short-lived coin of 4 annas. They actually issued a quarter rupee up until 1918, I believe, and then in 1919 they actually issued this coin for 3 years, 1919, 1920 and 1921, and it's in copper and nickel. So they actually done this to save silver, but these coins were not popular. They also issued an 8 anna, which I do not have, and that's issued equivalent to a half rupee, and that also is only issued for 3 years. And then they just replaced it again with the smaller silver coin. So this coin here is actually 24 millimeters. The silver one is 19 millimeters. And it weighs, the silver one is 2.92 grams, and this one is 6.5. So it's about double. And what is the? Does it have mint mark? Yes, it does down the bottom. So what's the date? 1920. So this is actually a low mint coin, 1,666,000. So you're probably going to actually find it hard to actually get this coin. And looking at eBay in this grade, they're actually worth about $20 or so. Yeah, got one for 18 British pounds, which is $31. Another one in this grade, someone's trying to sell it for, oh, that's without the mint mark, sell it for 22 Australian dollars. So yeah, this coin is actually a good one to keep in any grade because of the low mintage. And the 8 annas all have low mintages, so that it would be a lot harder to get. So then we have the half rupee. So 1947, this coin was issued with I think it's an Indian tiger. Let's have a look. Actually, the 8 annas looks actually quite a nice coin, even though it's low mintage. So I'm just looking up the 8 annas. Yeah, the 8 annas you'll be paying over 50 Australian dollars for it. Probably more close to 80 for a low quality one. And then they get higher in price from there. The half anna, which is equal to 8, half rupee should I say, which is equal to 8 annas. As you can see, it says a dot underneath the date, which is the Bombay. And these are only minted at Bombay, so you won't get any other mint marks. And there was 62,724,000. So this would have circulated along with the silver coins, because that really isn't. It isn't enough coins to actually replace those silver ones that were in circulation. And these would have been used up until probably mid-50s, because the predecimal coins of the Republic of India, there really isn't enough to actually replace these coins as well. And the engraver is Percy Metcalf. And on the back, we just have the effigy, George VI, King Emperor of India. And as you can see, it has actual toning, and this coin is actually just nickel. So these ones are copper nickel, this one is nickel. And here I have some rupee coins. I made another video on them, so I won't even worry about them, but they're nice. Awesome. So if you're into predecimal coins, then I reckon you should try and get Indian predecimal coins, because it actually complements Australian. Thank you very much for watching my video. I'm going to run out of time. Bye bye.